An OnlyFans model was banned from an airport for an inappropriate Cyberpunk Edge Runners cosplay.
Can we stop Can we stop calling OnlyFans girls models? What are you modeling? You're naked. You're not modeling any product or clothing or even lingerie. You're naked.
Technically, it's still modeling.
No, it's not. What are you modeling?
What is it then?
Porn.
Photos.
That's what it is.
So, I would be
it's very
more
clearly
I would be
delineated.
I would be better with like an OnlyFans actress
even that, sure, yeah.
It's better than I agree. It takes away
Let's call them like, I don't know, wenches.
Here's if anyone's looking, here's a photo of what the young lady was wearing to the airport.
She tried to board a plane in a literal bikini and just expected them to not have an issue with this.
Yep.
And on Instagram, I tried to Google translate her caption from Spanish. It said, "A very boring situation happened this weekend. I tried to board the Seafarers Airport dressed as Rebecca's cosplay for an event. I knew I could be late, so I got dressed so I didn't waste any time. You got dressed at home and then went to the airport dressed already in your cosplay for the event. Very convenient. But I was instructed to go home and change clothes because what I was wearing was not, quote, appropriate. Since I explained that I was going to an event, finally, I think they let her through. But
there's a $20 one there from Rick Bungle.
He said, question for Vanessa and Mary. Do you have any advice for unemployed guys looking to date? I have cash, but no job.
How do you have the cash?
Is it from crypto or something?
I mean,
yeah, like, we need to know more details.
Maybe you should just like make up a random job.
If you've got money, then you're just like, I'm independently. I work for myself.
Say you're a trust fund kid. Say,
no, you just. I work for I work for my own marketing department, and it's just how you're marketing yourself.
What if you say you're a freelancer? And then they say, what do you freelance?
No,
what do you do? And you'd be like, a little bit of everything.
You know what it is? You're a consultant.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you consult with? All sorts of
firms.
companies.
That's like the most DC thing I've ever heard of.
You're a consultant. I consult for various institutions and companies. And then what you do is you start considering any interaction you have with any business a consult that you just did for free. Or
you can say you're a philanthropist.
There you go.
That's an Always Sunny episode.
There you go. So they did finally let her on.
Yeah, so she posted photos speaking to airport staff members about her dilemma before being rejected and going down the escalator in her bikini. I'm just seeing articles, like I'm seeing clickbait articles about OnlyFans models all the time now who are just doing the craziest shit for attention. Like I saw another one of a Twitch streamer actually who linked to her Twitch channel on her Instagram story and disguised it as an OnlyFans link. Tons of people clicked. She got like a record amount of viewers just because she tricked people into thinking that she started doing porn. And it's just like the amount of faith that you lose in humanity when you learn about these things.
Yeah.
But like we need to start having more standards for the way that people present themselves in public, whether it's modesty or not, whether you are, just looking like a fat slob or you are dressed in a bikini at the airport.
I don't want to see anyone's bodies
cover
ever.
It up.
I know. Well, it's like I don't want to see the Hollister guy, Abercrombie guy, standing outside of the mall naked. I certainly don't want to sit next to somebody exposing that much skin on an airplane. That's so gross.
Yeah.
I always hear the jokes like anytime you go to an airport and you're wearing like regular or like a lot of people wear pajamas. Like people used to wear suits to fly.
Dress up, yeah.
Well,
and air travel used to be pleasant.
A little more glamorous than it is now. Did we get another $20 one that I missed?
Not that I see.
Okay, just checking.
I don't understand how she was not freezing in a bikini.
Yeah, that's the real question here. Sometimes
it's like your situation where you go to the airport and it's just the air conditioning is broken or something and it's overcrowded and you're just like you want to crawl out of your own skin.
4th of July when I flew home, the air conditioning in the airport was not working and it was awful. I was disgusting. I felt bad. Like it was awful.
You felt bad.
I felt bad.
Feelings were negative.
I felt bad for people because I was disgusting, but then eventually like it
everyone's
I was
disgusting.
able to clean up and then like The plane didn't have air conditioning either.
Yeah.
The flight back did, but the flight there didn't.
No, I had that experience with my baby. It was his first flight. It was a short one, but there was no air conditioner. It was like a 90-degree day out of DC to Michigan. It was the worst flight.
But once you get higher up in the sky,
it got better.
It got better, right?
It got better, but we still sat there on the runway for so long because of whatever delay. But you know, I feel like it's always something. I feel like some comedians should do what that OnlyFans model did and wear like some disgusting outfit to
this
a plane.
already happened.
Yeah.
It needs to be.
This already happened.
Can you tell Alex Stein?
Chrissy Mayer. Yeah, Alex Stein, definitely. Chrissy Mayer, and also another comedian friend, Keanu Thompson, were at an airport and they were stopped for inappropriate dress earlier this year as well. And when I saw the OnlyFans story, I remembered this too. Chrissy Mayer tweeted about it and said, OMG, an American Airlines employee forced me and Keanu Thompson to change our pants before getting on the flight, which actually turned out to be more revealing. This is no way to treat a rewards member.
I love the way to treat a rewards
Literally
member
had
part.
to change at the gate with no cover. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They didn't just let her go into like a security office or something
I guess
to
not.
do that?
Then they responded and said, your comments concern us. Please join us in DMs. We're here and ready to listen.
That's the most corporate answer I've ever seen.
And then she said, this was really humiliating and I'm very loyal to you guys. I have the credit card and everything.
My favorite part is whenever there's nobody who takes something more personally than somebody who flies the same airline all the time when they don't get their way.
I'm
a rewards member. I've been flying with you for decades, but I'm going to go to Delta if you're not careful.
They're like, the gauge is like, oh no.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like anytime you go to like a department store, like if you've worked retail, they're like, I'm never coming here again. And you're like a $9.90, like you make $9 an hour back then. You're like, bro. Like you have a fundamental lack of understanding of the way the world works.
Yes.
That might bother like my manager's manager.
Yep.
Nobody else
This coming from
cares.
somebody who, like, I don't know, in the 50s bought a pack of bubble gum for like $0.01.
Yes.
They just have a totally different concept of the economy.
I've never
value of the dollar.
I'm not partaking in this establishment ever again, and you can't make me. And it's like when people like.
I will alert the media and the CEO.
When I used to work at Target, they're like, I'm going to take my business elsewhere. I'm like, where? Walmart? Like, like I know you're not doing that. Like
I can get fired today and get hired there in literally less than 24 hours.
But this is like somebody like I'm saying a customer saying like I'm like, you are a bougie suburban mom. You're not going to Walmart. You're not. I know you're not. Like you might run in there on occasion, but you're just not doing that. So unless you're going to tell me what the alternative is, I guess you're stuck with us here at Target. So more standards. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's a little. There's children at the airport that probably shouldn't be, subjected to this.
I just think it's gross. I mean, I'm not a very body positive person, but like I never want to see skin. I never want to see.
I saw a girl at the gas station the other day wearing bicycle shorts that are nude. As in, the shade is like the color of her skin, and it's like, bitch. Everyone here thought that you had your whole butt cheeks out.
Yes, that's disgusting.
Like, that's disgusting, and it's also just, it's rude.
It is
classless.
Rude. It is rude.
It's kind of perverted, too, because you're trying to, like, scare people with your ass. I don't know. Like, it's just what goes through somebody's head when they do something like that.
That's really gross.
Women need to stop at the bicycle shorts in general. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the ripples of your cellulite when I am just minding my own business in a public place. Please, spare me.
Cover yourself.
Yeah, those get a burqa, why don't you? Cover yourself. I'm kidding. There's a $20 one there from Christmas Loving Engineer.
He said, last time I was on a flight, the dude in front of me straight up took his shirt off from the back and had it so that it was only covering the front. I'm sure they didn't sanitize the seat before the next passenger. What? Why would he want to have his back exposed?
That's he's like, I need some freedom.
What is wrong with people? Also, like, leave your shoes on when you're in the flight too, unless your feet are pristine. Please.
Oh, you know what I noticed actually when I was on my flight back from Paris in January, people brushing their teeth in the airport bathroom. People were, I could see
I thought
them.
you meant on the airplane.
No. Yes, on the airplane. I'm sorry.
I've done that after any longer flight. I do that.
I do mean airplane.
In the
airplane
is weird because you don't even have like proper faucet,
and it is so
water flow.
Dirty for everybody involved.
Because your like spit is all up in there.
Over.
Ew.
It's so gross. But I was seeing people walk like up and down the aisle with their like teeth equipment, and I was like,
people look at me weird when I do that in the airport. But sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're traveling for. I've traveled for like over 24 hours.
Yeah.
And you just need to.
I'm honestly like that truly does not.
But if it's on the plane, that's weird.
I mean, it's so confined and it's so
She's
germy.
just like right next to somebody on the.
They're at their seat.
She's just elbowing the person next to them. It's like, ow, ow, ow.
No, they're like going in that little terrible bathroom and using that disgusting little sink where everything is so. Yeah. It just feels so dirty and gross. Oh my God. That's
you don't want to be in that little bathroom for longer than you have to.
You're going to end up running into Fousey Tube having
joining the Mile High Club.
Yes. I mean, it reminds me of that Tommy Boy scene when he's trying to change in the bathroom and then his tie gets caught underneath in the toilet.
Everything goes wrong when you're in confined space. It's kind of like how like when you're having a bad day, your pants get hooked on a doorknob or your backpack gets hooked on a doorknob. Anything you're carrying, you know what I'm talking about, right? And it only happens when you're having a bad day.
When you're already pissed.
When you're already in a bad mood. There's like, I actually watched a video where a guy tries to explain why this happens. And it's because when you're already in a bad mood, your
movements are erratic.
Your movements are more erratic. You're moving with less discernment than you normally would be. So it's like, there's a reason why every time you're late for work, I end up almost breaking my doorknob and screaming, really loud.
Fortunately, you're never late for work.
Exactly, right? But like that would be a thing, right?
Yes.
And that's because you're running about and you're not being discerning with your movements. You're being too erratic. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.